On a July morning in 1518, a woman stepped into a Strasbourg street and started dancing to music no one else could hear. And days later, her feet bleeding, she still had not stopped. There was no festival and no cause anyone could see. But soon, dozens of townspeople were dancing beside her. Within a month, that number swelled to hundreds. The city square transformed into a chaotic stage of flaring bodies and grazed expressions. Believing the victims just needed to dance it out, city officials built wooden stages and hired professional pipers to play along. This disastrous move pushed the exhausted crowd past the brink. People literally danced until their hearts gave out. But this wasn't a demonic curse or a physical poison. Strasbourg was a starving, disease-ravaged city pushed to the absolute edge. That extreme trauma triggered a mass psychogenic illness, a shared psychological breakdown. The devastation wasn't caused by a biological pathogen, but by a contagion of a mind. Whatever seized her that morning did not need to touch a single other person to spread. The popular explanation for the dancing plague is ergotism, a fungus on rye bread chemically close to LSD, and it is almost certainly wrong. Because while the mold does trigger intense, altered states, it cannot explain a Strasbourg peasant locked in a frantic, non-stop dance through the streets for days on end. Here's the biological reality. The fungal toxin tightly clamps your blood vessels shut, causing severe vasoconstriction. But to dance continuously for a week, a person's blood muscles require a massive, uninterrupted flow of oxygenated blood. Instead, the ergot poisoning chemically cuts off the supply to the dancer's extremities. This chokes the tissue, leading to dry gangrene and agonizing cell death. A victim with blood-starved, dying legs would be in blinding pain. They could barely walk, let alone sustain a coordinated rhythmic marathon. And geographically, the historical outbreaks occurred along specific rivers, failing to track with the damp regional climates where the mold actually grows. So the poisoned bread cannot explain it, which leaves a far stranger reality, that the extreme physical trauma of the dancing plague was generated by the human mind alone.